risky behavior.
Yo. What's up? How y'all doing? Welcome to Risky Behavior. I am your host, Mr. Diabolical himself, also known as Schmelly. If you're reading the title, it says dating a sex worker. I know. Well, see, I was watching the Kendra G Singles live show, and an actual sex worker came on to the show, and she's looking for a boyfriend. And I just thought to myself, who would date a sex worker? Could a man even handle dating a sex worker? What would it take? I mean, he would have to be the most secure man in the world. I don't even know. And then, a part of me, maybe it's me being insensitive, but a part of me wondered, why would a sex worker even need a boyfriend? You're getting so much attention as is. Look, I ain't gonna talk too much. Let me go ahead and jump into this video. Boom, 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 ba 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 ba.
Oh, hi, I'm putting my pants on.
You have no pants on?
Not, just kind of like half on.
Just what, honey?
I'm ready now.
Oh, okay. So you put the request bucket naked?
Well, kind of.
What's your name, honey?
Amber.
Amber, where you calling me from?
Canada.
Canada? We got a lot of people from Canada watching us lately. What part of Canada?
Pardon?
What part of Canada?
Edmonton, Alberta.
Okay. You look very pretty. Are you a makeup artist?
No.
No. What do you do for a living, baby?
I'm a sex worker.
Is that why you had no pants on?
No.
So,
it's legal. First of all, it's legal over here.
What's the sex worker's job description?
I'm a professional date.
Wait. And it can't. So are you what we would call an escort? And stop moving. Are you what we would call an escort in America?
Yes.
Okay. Well, the USA. Okay. So in Canada, you get paid to go out on dates and have sex?
Yes.
What's your lowest fee?
Pardon me?
What's the lowest fee?
What's the lowest?
Because I'm assuming you have different prices for different things, right?
Oh, what's
the most expensive price?
I've been paid $7,000 for 3 hours of hanging out. That would
Ladies,
be like...
y'all been giving up ass for free.
The most expensive calls, there's no sex involved. They're high on drugs. They want to just party.
And so you just party with them?
Pardon?
You just party with them?
Yeah.
So now you're looking for a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Do you think he'll be okay with this?
Yeah.
Because you'll have sex with him for free.
Yeah.
And then you have sex with other people for sex?
For money.
For money. You're right. Thank you.
I don't have sex for sex. That would be not.
Okay. Let me get into this. Amber, do you have any kids?
No.
How old are you?
34.
34. What's your zodiac sign?
Aries.
So this is Amber in Canada. She's a sex worker. We got there early. She has no kids. 34 is Aries. Have you ever had a boyfriend while you've been a sex worker?
Lots.
So what happens to those relationships? Do they end because of your job?
So not really. It ends because they start to try to take over my finances, and that's just not why I'm doing this job. So they try to stop working once they see how much money I'm making.
Oh.
I want someone.
Now, how do you go ahead.
I want someone who can meet me.
Okay, so let's get into it. I'm so fascinated by your job. I'm about to go off script.
And that's what I was thinking. Like, what kind of guy would you attract in working in that particular field? I just feel like you would attract guys that would seek to take advantage of you, maybe take on that pimp role, maybe try to take your money and use you, is the kind of guy I just think that you would naturally attract if you are a sex worker looking for a relationship.
Of my show. Let me stay on script because
Okay.
I'll get all the questions I need with my questions.
Okay.
So first, Amber, what kind of man are you looking for?
The opposite of a square, of course. I kind of am attracted to a bad boy. Kind. I need someone super soft with me. I don't do well like with a mean guy. I need someone super soft.
Okay. Good.
No, what's the question?
Wait, no, continue. I cut you off. What else was you gonna say?
That's it, I guess.
So what are some deal breakers?
Abuse. Controlling. What else? Deal breakers. I would need someone who's motivated. So lack of motivation would be, a deal breaker.
Okay. Does he have to be in Canada? Hello? Oh, did somebody call her? She getting quiet, child. Could y'all wait a second? I know she's beautiful, but let us finish the interview. Stop trying to book a session. Is your number on your page?
I swear. I'm not, I swear. Go ahead.
Okay. My question, does the guy have to look a certain way?
I am attracted to Black men the most.
What is your nationality?
I'm Canadian.
Canadian, okay. I was asking, does he have to be in Canada?
He doesn't have to be in Canada. I have a criminal record, so I can't come to the States.
Wait, hold on, I'm coughing.
Okay.
All right, repeat what you just said.
I can't come to the States because I have a criminal record, so.
What the hell did
You'd have
you do?
I took a charge for my boyfriend.
What did he do?
He was a drug dealer.
So you're banned from the USA for how long?
I guess until I apply for a pardon. We could meet in Mexico.
I don't know why I'm coughing all of a sudden. Okay. This is like, they're telling me to call my Kendra Stories, Kendra Chronicles, because everything has to begin with a K. So
I'm very open about what I do. It's not illegal over here. I'm not a drug user. I'm not even a drinker, really. So I'm just very open about what I do over here.
So when you were,
I don't really think it matters if it's illegal or not. You're looking for somebody that's going to be in a relationship with somebody whose job it is to sleep around with other people. Most men won't even let you borrow their car. What kind of, unless I'm just thinking about this the wrong way, I guess everybody's not. We always tend to say, what kind of decent man you gonna get, a decent woman you gonna get but sometimes people just want somebody to accept them, I guess. So I don't know. I guess you could find somebody.
in the USA, you caught that charge.
No, I got it in Canada, so I can't go to the States.
Oh, so when you got a charge in Canada, you're not allowed to come to the States.
It depends what it is, I guess, but yeah.
But you're able to go to Mexico.
Right.
Shout out. So okay, now let's get to this question. Does the guy have to make a certain amount of money?
No.
You just said you want somebody to meet you where you are.
I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about motivation and drive.
Okay.
If you don't have to make a lot of money, if you're trying to make a lot of money, if you're getting up every day, you're sticking to your goals. I fail all the time. So,
So let me ask you this. If you date a guy that makes less money than you don't mind paying for your joint activities together?
If I could find somebody who could meet me in the middle and pay for half or whatever, that would be great. I usually end up paying for everything all the time.
Okay.
I'm tired of it.
You're tired of it, but at the same time, the money is not a deciding factor for you.
I guess then to answer that better is enough to support himself. He doesn't need to support me.
Doesn't need to support you. Okay. This is Amber in Canada. No kids, 34. Do you want kids one day?
Yes.
Can the guy have kids?
Yes.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra cam. Now you know they waiting for this part.
Oh, don't.
I mean, you gotta be beautiful. People pay you to be with you.
Yeah. Where can I put the phone?
Okay. Now, how did you get into this business?
I guess out of necessity. Once.
You needed money?
Yeah, I needed money one time, and I tried it, and it ended up working for me. So.
Okay. Now, in the past, your boyfriends didn't have problems with you and your job?
No, because I'm just like, I'm open and honest right away. So I guess if anyone has had a problem, it doesn't go anywhere from there. So I've never dated anyone that had a problem with it because it never escalated to that.
That makes sense.
I gotta ban somebody for trying to think they could tell me how to do my damn show. Bitch, bye. Back to you.
Right.
Okay. So Amber, when was your last relationship?
October of last year.
Okay. Why did that end?
He started to, take my money, and he was kind of getting violent, making demands. I didn't, he didn't do anything for the 2 months that we dated. I just supported us. So I tried to help him get on his feet a few times, and then he just didn't try. So that was enough for me.
I wonder what would be the personality, like the characteristics of a guy that would be comfortable dating her. Um, the mind frame of a guy that knows, hey, while I'm at work, she's sleeping with other men. When I come home, she has the leftovers of other men inside of her. Like what would be on the mind of a man like that? Like what would his personality be? I You know how they say like a cuckold? Like would it be something similar to that? A guy that I would assume that that guy would kind of be turned on by the fact that other men are not only lusting after but sleeping with this woman. He may also be turned on by the fact that he has a woman that men are willing to pay to sleep with. I'm just thinking of what would be appealing, or it could just be a guy that maybe isn't even into sex like that. Maybe he actually would be more so into her mind, her personality, the companionship, maybe that type of relationship. Hmm.
Okay. You don't have to. Okay. You actually do have to answer this question. This question is usually an optional answer, but
Okay.
since you're a sex worker,
Yes.
I would like for you to answer. I will honor and say you don't have to, but I would like for you to. And the question is, when's the last time you had sex?
For free or for money?
I want to know both.
For free, probably Christmas time, the Christmas holiday time.
Okay.
And then for money, just a couple of hours ago.
Couple hours ago.
Yeah. I have back-to-back clients usually. I get kicked out of the hotels I work out of because sometimes I have a lineup outside in the hallway and it attracts too much attention to my room, so then the hotel will kick me out. I usually have to, when I don't want to work, I just have to not answer my phone just because there's just constant money calls. It's just constant calls.
So I thought every client was like a date and sex. Sometimes it's just sex.
Yes. Wow.
And you just have, and you would have one hotel room, and you would do one guy, he leaves, and then the next guy comes right in.
Yes. They'll say hi to each other in the hallway. They say hi to each other in the hallway as one's coming and going.
Your vagina doesn't get tired?
Yes.
How do you do that then?
Then I stop and I take a break.
How
Your
many
voice
guys
gets
back
tired?
to back can you do?
Pardon?
How many guys back to back can you do?
So everybody lasts 5 seconds. Let's just start there. Everybody.
She said, "Don't your voice get tired?" There's a big difference from talking all day and your voice getting tired to you getting a pounding from multiple men a day and your for JJ getting tired. It ain't the same damn thing, babe.
5 minutes or less. Like 5 seconds is an exaggeration, I guess, but everybody's 5 minutes or less if they're coming for sex. If they're coming to party, then they'll stay a few hours. So I could do 10 clients back to back. They're each 5 minutes.
So you have to be professional. What if you meet a guy who you are not attracted to? You still have to have sex with him, right?
His money is just as green as everybody else's.
Now look, are you familiar with my show?
No. Am I what?
Familiar with my
show?
show?
Yes, I watch you all the time.
Okay, so the people in the comment section, they're the Kendra cousins. Now I'm gonna let you respond because they're gonna call you names like a hoe. They're gonna judge you. They're gonna say no man will want to date you in a serious way. So what is your response to all that judgment that you will get from it is what it is, from my audience?
I don't know. I don't really care. I'll wipe my tears with my bills while I'm crying about it after we're done here.
Can I say this? I always say, I'm engaging with you because I'm very curious, right? So I say this about strippers. Although I would never be a stripper, right. I always say I love the confidence of a stripper because a stripper has kind of the attitude that you have, like the unbothered attitude. And literally, that's how you succeed in life. When you really don't give a crap about other people's opinions, you can soar as high as you can because a lot of times other people's opinions are what stop you. And like I said, I have no desire to be a stripper, but I always said I admire that about strippers. And I guess, although I would never be a sex worker, and I'm saying that 1000%, I do love your unbotheredness to what people have to say about you being a sex worker.
I will say that it's not what I know that it's not what people think it is. It's not like the way it's depicted in the movies. My prices are really high. So the men that come through my door are like professional, wealthy men. As soon as you lower your price, you get a lower quality of client. So to make sure that I, get the type of client that I want, I don't negotiate.
Okay. Now, have you ever, I'm quite sure this happens all the time, a guy that pays to have sex, but then really, really likes you and wants to make you his girlfriend or like the pretty woman, story. Have you ever been hit with that?
Yes, a lot. I've had men try to come up with a contract, so I'll have their babies. They'll take care of me if I give them babies and whatever. I've had men propose to me, offer to give me cars. I don't know. I'm trying to go to Dubai.
You don't got enough money to go to Dubai? I think you would.
No, I don't mean financially. I mean more like I need a plan. I need to go with someone. I'm not trying to go out there by myself, but
I got you. I'm not sure if you want to share, but one of the cousins asked in the comment section, excuse me, how much money did you make last year? Would you want to share that?
How much money did I make last year? I think for tax purposes, maybe I'll just keep.
Okay, that's fine. That was the question in the comment section. That's why I said you do not have to answer if you don't want.
Yeah, I'd have to think about it.
So Amber, now some people think you're not really here for a boyfriend. You're just here for a promotion to get new clients.
No.
You really want a boyfriend?
Yes.
So
I got enough clients. Thanks, guys. I got enough clients. My phone is ringing right now. I'm turning people down right now. I don't care about clients. I want to.
Let me ask you this. If you want a boyfriend, then why not all the men that are trying to make you their girlfriend, why don't you take those offers?
Because I could never take a client seriously.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
But
if I ever find out,
Amber, fair enough though. How can a man take you seriously?
because I'm not fiending for anything. These people are coming to me with sex addictions, and their needs need to be met. Everybody has needs. So I've never had an orgasm with a client. It's not I'm busy usually texting my next client while I'm bent over. The client's fucking me from doggy, and I'm texting my next one because he's waiting in the hall. There's too much. It's very busy. So,
but okay, but not.
But that, I can understand what she's saying as far as the whole you're dealing with people that are sex addicts. I can understand not taking that person seriously because you're providing them a fantasy and they're falling in love with the fantasy. And I don't think you can ever trust that that person is even being serious in the moment when you say, well, hey, I want you to be I want you to be my girlfriend. I want you to be my woman. Um, it still would be it would be weird. It's kind of like, oh, you're beautiful. I want you to be my girl, but it's not like they're saying that. It's almost as if you're beautiful. I want to purchase you and keep you, um, so that nobody else can, have you. So I could see why she wouldn't go for that. I would think that at the age of 34, she's making money, stacking her money up. I don't know why she just wouldn't wait till she can get out of that business, get where she wants to get in life, get herself pardoned, move somewhere else, and just start over. I don't think that this is the right time for her to be looking for a boyfriend or anything serious.
Now your boyfriend has to be okay with his girl being a sex worker.
yeah.
And how do you expect him to handle that when men, his friends are teasing him, or maybe even a guy that pays you to have sex is like, yeah, I had your girl. That ass was everything. He has to be a secure.
Then that's not the guy for me.
That boyfriend, that guy, because he has to be able to handle that, right?
Yes. Yes.
Have your boyfriends in the past been dealt with situations like that?
They're usually very proud. I've never had anybody be embarrassed because, again, I think it's because if someone's going to be embarrassed of me being their girl, it won't even go far. It won't even get to the point where we'll be in front of his friends. And usually the men that I date, their friends are trying to book.
Say it one more time.
The men that I date, their friends are usually trying to book with me.
Now, how does that work?
As long as I'm getting paid, everything should be.
So if your boyfriend friends pays you to have sex with them, you will.
Yes. If my boyfriend's okay with it.
I was gonna say, girl, that's crazy as hell.
I've done that so many times.
And that's probably why you guys end up breaking up. That's crazy.
Maybe.
So, there's no, there has to be, I don't know. It's your world. You have to live in it.
That's super duper crazy. I don't, but I don't think everybody has the same idea surrounding sex. Some people, when it comes to sex, they're just very free. Free when it comes to that type of stuff. Me personally, I cannot comprehend that. Especially even if I were to date somebody that was a sex worker, I wouldn't do it. But even if I did, I would still think it would be healthy to have some boundaries in place. So for her to say that, even if she has a boyfriend, right, to say that she's even willing to have sex with their friends, um, because it's just for the money, I still think that's crazy. But people do stuff like that all the time. I remember this one girl, I was on Clubhouse, and she was just sharing a story about how her and her boyfriend, they like to swing. So they would go to these swinger parties, and he liked to watch her have sex with people. And I was like, whatever. it's kind of like this lady, she's a sex worker, right? You got porn stars who are married, right? So people have these different lives when it comes to, sex and stuff. And so I didn't think nothing about it. She said they were swingers, they go to the parties, she'll watch him have sex with another woman. And he really enjoys watching her have sex with other men. And I thought, hey, to each its own. The only thing that gave me pause was when she shared later on that she also has sex with her man's cousin, and he likes to watch her have sex with his cousin. And that's when I was kind of like, I because even when you got something like swinging, or like this woman that we're watching is a sex worker, I still would think you would have healthy boundaries in place where there will be limitations when it comes to what people are invited into your bedroom. But that's just my thoughts. I don't think like these people, so I can't judge them too much. Um, I'm just looking for the boundaries of a relationship like this, if it should exist. Not if it should exist, but like, should it exist?
But shouldn't your like, I would think your boyfriend's friends, regardless if they pay you, should be off limits. No?
That's up to my man. Like, I'm not gonna, if he's okay with it, fine. I'll make some extra cash. If he's not okay with it, I'll respect that.
So, do you want to be a mom one day? Just curious.
Yes.
So, what would happen in that space? Would you, like, obviously, I'm assuming you would stop while you're pregnant. Is that a right
Yes.
assumption? Would you
Of
go
course.
back after you had the baby?
Only if it's financially necessary.
Gotcha.
We're
Well,
not going to starve. I can tell you that.
Oh, I can tell you're not going to starve, but I think you should be wise enough. I mean, at this rate, you should be wise enough. If you have a baby by somebody, the man has to be wealthy. If you're having sex with wealthy men, you should not have a broke babies. You just shouldn't. That's just not common sense. I mean, listen, if we're going to have real talk, real game, she around millionaire men paying her to have sex, for her to have a broke baby is just
not
dumb.
Gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen.
I'll just be stupid.
That'd be crazy, Kendra. That would be crazy.
Amber, okay. So, why do you think you're single?
I think my job is definitely difficult for people to, wrap their minds around, accept. Yes.
Okay.
That's travel. And I'm a little crazy.
A little bit crazy. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I'm very kind and generous. I feel like I know how to take care of my man. Not just in the bedroom. I can take care of a home as well. I'm motivated. I'm focused. I'm driven. I have goals. I'm not a sex worker just to be. My goal is to not stay in it. So I don't know. Just I'm fun. I'm fun as.
Ah. Okay, my bad. The Wi-Fi went out. Hold on.
Fuck.
So are you working now? Are you like on a
I'm in my hotel room.
Yeah, they're telling me you're in the hotel. So is this the hotel this your hotel? This is your office for the day?
Yep.
So your office for the day.
When's your next client?
In 20 minutes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the age range you want to date? You're 34.
Like 40 to 50.
Want to go older?
Yeah, I'm attracted to older men.
Okay. And you said this is legal in Canada?
Yes.
I have no idea.
Yes, for example, let's say me and a client have a problem. Let's say he comes in drunk or high and he's just, very difficult to deal with. And I tell him that I want him to leave. Let's say he doesn't leave, things get crazy. Let's say the front desk calls the police. Let's say the police show up at my door. As soon as I say I'm a sex worker, I'm protected. They cannot discriminate against me. And to purchase sex is illegal. To sell it is not illegal. They have decriminalized selling sex to prevent women from being human sex trafficked. and going to jail when they're being like, forced
But
into the
explain
industry.
to me what purchase sex versus selling sex. How does that differ?
Pardon?
Okay, you
So
said
it's
to
illegal
purchase
for the
sex.
client. It's not illegal for the prostitute.
So you as the woman can solicit for someone
Yes,
to have
totally.
sex with,
Right.
but there's not. What's the opposite way?
What do you mean?
Because I'm confused though. When
Okay,
you say to purchase.
so the man paying me is illegal.
How do you get paid? Because he's paying you.
He'll still pay. He's taking it. What I mean is he takes the chance, not me. They have decriminalized my side of the transaction. Their side of the transaction is still illegal. So it depends.
That's what I'm trying to understand. So with
Okay,
that,
I'll give you another example. So I don't know how it is in the States, but over here in Canada, you can buy drugs and it's not illegal. For the drug dealer, it's illegal to sell them. It's not illegal for the addict to buy them. It's the same thing.
Yeah, but that's the dumb as hell law because this
I didn't make it.
I know, but let me ask this because this is so confusing. Because so with that being said, if I'm a guy, can't guys stiff you then because they can say, well, it's illegal for me to pay you, so I'm not going to pay you.
They have to pay me before they can walk in my door. Okay. You don't even. I don't close the door until you put the money in my hand. Like there's and like I guess it's been legal here for so long. The guys here just know how it goes and they just walk in and there's just a protocol.
So basically, if the cops are called, the guy will go to jail, not you.
If I'm like, he bought sex from me, blah 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 blah. If I just kept my mouth shut, they would know what was going on. But it depends what comes out of my mouth, I guess.
Okay. I want to say this. People act like it's crazy that I don't know about things like this. What the hell do y'all think? I'm not an encyclopedia, people. Okay?
I know nothing about your job. So
No. I know, but what I'm saying is people are like, Kendra, you really don't know these things? No, I really don't know these things. I'm sorry. I didn't take a sex worker 101 class. I'm having it right now in this moment.
I was thinking of starting those. Do you want to be a part of it?
No, not. Let me tell you something, honey. There ain't enough money in the world.
Just for the knowledge. Just for some added knowledge on it.
But I think that she's less likely to be robbed or stiff, right? Because if prostitution is illegal, you're more likely to be taken advantage of and robbed in that particular situation because I know that you don't want to go to jail. So I'll rob you or stiff you because I know that it's illegal for you as well. However, if they made it to where it's not illegal for her, but it's illegal for you. So as the escort, it's not illegal for her. So if you stiff her or rob her, she can call the police. She has no fear in doing so because she's not going to be arrested. You are. So she's actually less likely for somebody to do something to her because people are taking advantage of you if they know, well, hey, it's illegal for both of us. So you're not going to call the police because you don't want to admit. It's like one time I was watching Cops and this, well, they were in the United States in this particular episode, but the person was purchasing drugs, called the police, and when the police got there, they said, hey, this person took my money and didn't give me what I paid them for. I was buying crack from them. And the cop said, well, hey, thank you for admitting that you was buying crack. You're now under arrest, right? So actually I think it would be a law more so designed to protect. It's a way to make what she's doing, it's a way to make it illegal where you can but at the same time it's a way to make it to where you protect the women, the ones that are escorting. So it's a good law. It's not a dumb law. It's a way that you will protect. It's the same way where she said, hey, if it's a law that protects the person buying drugs, but the law doesn't protect the person that's selling drugs. So it's in a way, they designed the law to catch the actual predators and protect those that would be most likely preyed upon. I am Calypso. What's up? You said if you're smart and have options, you will never date a sex worker. I agree. I definitely agree. I was trying to get my mind in the mind frame of what kind of guy would date a sex worker. I think I would never do it. Maybe sometimes we assume, because porn stars get married and have relationships. So maybe these are those different type of relationships out there, like the people that swing and stuff like that. Because I cannot, in my mind as a man, I can never accept being okay with somebody sleeping around with my wife or girlfriend, anybody I'm in a relationship with. I just cannot, I could never understand that. I wish in this interview she would make her really break down, because she says she wants a guy that's ambitious, but that doesn't really say what kind of relationship she wants. What does it thrive off? Because I have to assume it would look different from the typical traditional relationship. But there's no way this relationship where a man is with a sex worker, is no way it looks like what we typically think about a relationship looking like, because men people ain't okay with the person they with sleeping with other people, whether they getting paid or not.
He ain't got enough money in his bank. It would take Bank of America ain't got enough money to pay me. My fee would be Bank of America. The whole
We don't have that over here, so
yeah, they well ought to get order.
Kendra G said, hell
The
no.
Waltons who own Walmart ain't
they got
got
like
enough
a Bank of
to pay.
Canada.
But back to you, boo.
Yeah.
Listen, all right, Amber, let's do it. I don't know how this is gonna work. You're my first sex worker. I've
That's
had
not
a
true.
sex.
I've been watching with other sex
She's not. No, she's a sex goddess.
No.
So,
I mean, I've seen you talk to girls like where they're walking and they're telling.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
I've been watching you,
You're
Kendra.
right. You're right. No, you're right. I had a prostitute on the show.
Yes.
And I had a sex god, but the sex goddess was a little different than you because she's the celibate sex goddess.
Haven't had sex still. It's been now 2 years. But I still
This is so odd to us. How are you a sex goddess that doesn't have sex?
I do have sex. I have a lot of sex with myself. And I'm building up the vibration of when I'm having sex with myself. I'm thinking about how the man's going to be in my life, just the simple things, the little things, the regular things like.
Oh my God. I remember her. But she has a different job as well. She don't have sex with other people for money. But if you're in a relationship with her, you still got to have an open mind, because this woman, I remember she called her sex goddess. She said she can manifest things through masturbating and orgasms, right? She actually has classes where people come in there and she teaches them to masturbate, and she actually masturbates in front of people and shows them how to masturbate and orgasm and stuff. So you still would have to have an open mind to even be with this woman.
Rubbing my back while I'm in the kitchen, or opening up the door when I'm getting out of the grocery. Like, those are the things that I'm masturbating to or thinking about when I'm being sexual.
That's what she's saying. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm even if it might not look very good, I'm being open and honest. So not everybody's going to tell you exactly what it is.
Well, you're a beautiful woman, so I believe you would. I mean, for free or for charge, you're gonna have options in this life. And I mean, it's just no. Someone said ask you how much you charge. They probably just jumped into this part of the show. We asked at the top, and you said one of your highest clients was like $7,000 for 3 hours.
Yeah, I don't think he knew what was going on. He just kept e-transferring me, and I don't know. I don't even know what. That was the weirdest. That was the most money I made in such a short period of time.
Is there? Well, you're in Canada. I was gonna say, is there a particular race of your high clientele?
Pardon me?
Is there a particular race that's your highest clientele?
Is there a particular rate?
Race.
Oh,
ethnicity.
Probably white guys.
Okay. And this is probably nosy, but I'm assuming you wear protection.
Yo, what's up, Zoo? You said where they said that. What are you talking about when you said that? What's that mean?
They wear
Always.
protection.
Always. I'm actually very mean to them. I barely they barely get that, but I'm very strict.
You're very strict.
Yeah.
And she said she's very not into it. When a guy's hitting it from the back, she's texting her next client.
Yeah.
Okay. She doesn't care about your opinion. She said she'll wipe her tears with her bills.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Amber. Well, damn it, Amber. This is a Pompo show late night, and you definitely, damn it. You know you're gonna
If
be
you
a
ever
highlight.
have any questions that come to your mind, shoot me a message. I'm an open book.
Okay. And thank you for reminding me. You're right. I've had a prostitute on my show, had a sex goddess on my show. So she is the third in that space. Yeah, the third in that space. And the prostitute was a streetwalker. She was working.
Yeah.
What do you do for a living? You said you at work?
I'm an entertainer.
What do you do as an entertainer?
I work in strip clubs. I work in streets.
Oh, I remember her.
What do you do in the streets?
I'm the escort, you can say.
You're an escort.
I'm just doing it now, so I'm almost finished stacking what
Never
I need to stack
mind.
so I can start building my house.
You said you're working, so are you doing escort services at this moment?
Yes.
How does that work? Are you waiting for someone to drive by, or do you have a set appointment?
Right now I'm working the streets, but I have regulars. I have sugar daddies, as they call it. I travel a lot. I travel the whole United States.
So are you waiting for somebody to just stop by and pull over to you?
Yes.
That sounds like prostitution, not escort.
It's both. Whatever you want to call it, whatever they want to call it.
I never walk nowhere. I have a hotel. They come to me. I'm not walking on no street. I'm not standing on no corner. I sit here and I watch my 90-day fiance. I wait for people to come say they're ready for me.
And do they buy
So apparently there's a hierarchy when it comes to sex workers. So from what she just said, it seems like she feels like she's of higher class. But I think it's just all prostitution to me. I don't really see the difference whether you're walking or you're in a hotel.
15-minute packages? Like 30 minutes?
It's 15 minutes, 30 minutes, or an hour, or you can do like a party package, that's like a multi-hour.
And there's no emotion while you're in this activity.
No.
That's
why I think I'm actually crazy, because I can compartmentalize. So
have you ever seen a client and forgot? Oh, you remember everybody?
I don't date clients.
Well, like just out and about, someone that might have paid you somewhere.
Oh, I've been to clients they could be with their wives at the grocery store. I've been getting gas and I'll get a text on my work phone. Hey, I'm in the whatever car next to you. I recognize you from your ad. Can I book an appointment? I was once at the mall and some guy came up to me and he was like, is this you? And he was showing me a picture of me on his phone. I don't
Wait. So one thing you said, they have wives?
I have to say most of my clients are married.
Most of your clients are married men?
Probably 80%, yeah.
So what, are they just not sexually satisfied?
Yeah, or they their wives won't let them have
What's
sex.
up, Zoo? Preach, brother. Happy holiday.
Their wives won't let them do those
happy
sorts
Halloween
of
to you as well. I forgot it was Halloween.
Or let's say he wants to wear a pair of panties. His wife, he's going to be scared to do that in front of his wife, but he never has to see me again. So
they have fetishes that they relinquish for you that they can't with their wives.
Yeah.
Calypso, you're right. It's a delusion. Whether you're selling your body to a millionaire, to the local drug dealer, it's the same. Selling your soul for money will have a price. Yeah. I agree. I think she has she's lied to herself. She's told herself because she charges more money that she gets a certain level of clientele. The fact that she's not walking the street, The fact that she's in Canada where it's legal. She said that several times during this interview where, oh, what I'm doing is perfectly legal. Yeah, the law said it's legal, but you're still selling your body and you're still sleeping with people for money and you're on a dating show trying to find a man saying you want to be in a relationship. I don't I think it doesn't matter how much money you charge. And like you said, whether you're sleeping with a millionaire, a drug dealer, whether it's legal or illegal, what you're doing is not a good thing. But I mean, teach his own. I mean,
And I'm assuming that they're keeping your interaction a secret, or do their wives know they're going to a sex?
No, it's a secret.
It's a secret.
Mhm.
Woo, child, this got deep. I want to say this though, because I was talking to a friend and she was saying how her mom is older and her mom was just like, she does not want to have sex anymore. Like she's at a space. She's an older woman. Her mom is older, but she has a boyfriend. And the conversation was centered around like, when you get older, when you're like in your 70s and you really don't want to have sex, will you allow your man to have sex with somebody else? And it's like, wait a minute, would you allow your man to at 75?
Well,
and you're like, huh?
I'll get texts saying like, hey, I'm trying to buy my
Zoo, you said, would you hit? Would I hit? No, no, I wouldn't. Nah, I wouldn't. I mean, earlier in the interview, she said that a lot of the guys that come and see her are she says that they're sex addicts, right? And you said why not? Um most people with any self-respect, with integrity and love for themselves, would not want to be with somebody, even sleep with them. You're thinking about somebody that's an escort, they're sleeping with multiple people. Why would you want to go in behind 100 other men? You see what I'm saying? It's kind of the guys that go see her, these guys, and she said earlier, a lot of them have sex addictions, right? These are people that have a problem, that have an issue. You see what I'm saying? So that's why they're doing it. But most people in their right mind, because sex addiction is addiction like anything else, and so most people in their right mind would not go and sleep with an escort. You know, you're going through something if you're going to go sleep with an escort, or you're desperate and you can't get it anywhere else. But if you're somebody with a healthy dating life, you have some type of success about you, you look halfway decent, you know how to talk to women, or I don't know why you would go to sleep with an escort and put yourself in number 500 in line behind 499 other people. So now, me personally, no, I wouldn't do it.
my husband a surprise. Like I'll get texts from wives and from girlfriends for their partners, but most of the time, like on average, it's married men keeping a secret. But
Well, Amber, I appreciate your transparency. Now, again, some cousins are saying you need to go to a therapist.
that's true. I need to go to therapist so bad. Thank you. Yes, that's on my to-do list for Monday. Serious.
Oh my God. Okay, Amber, how can she wants a boyfriend though that can handle and accept all this? So how can a guy reach out to you?
My Instagram.
Oh, they say your next client should be coming anytime now.
Yeah, I know. I'm nervous. You're making me sweat here.
Oh, should we wait for the client?
You wanted me to put the phone hidden in the room somewhere where he can't.
No, I don't want to get sued by no man who didn't know. No, that could go bad. So we won't do that, because one thing I do is anyone that comes on the show, you have to be a willing participant. And I always make that clear, because you could be a highlight.
I
I
could
don't want to
make
trick
them
anybody to be on
say
camera.
they're fine
Huh?
with it. I could make them say they're fine with it.
I don't want to make nobody say nothing. I don't want that type of. I'm doing very well in life, and I don't want no type of bullshit ass lawsuit over. I didn't know I was gonna, because my show is international, and if he comes on this show, child, everybody gonna know it, and that's just what it is. But before we go, how can the guy that wants to be your boyfriend reach out to you?
So my Instagram is Amber Janelle 10. So AMBERJENELLE
Wait, let me go to it right now.
10.
Oh, that's the end of that. You said, all right, Zoo, you said, what issue, what if you can get it, but you still choose to use her services? You said, teach me, brother. What is the issue? What if you, well, I mean, if you still can get it from other women and still can date and you still choose to go be with the escort, there still is an issue. There's still you're still avoiding there's a certain disconnect when you go to be with an escort. You know it's not real. You rather be in a fantasy or with someone that you can't truly connect with than to go connect with somebody else. It's different from dating, having to go out and get to know somebody and having um sex with that person. So I would think if you would choose to go be with an escort over being with somebody that's not an escort, somebody you got to go on a date with, you have to entertain them, you got to talk to them, get to know them, spend time with them, invest time with them. You're still avoiding something. You're avoiding that a real connection is what I would think that you were trying to avoid. If that would you, and there's a lot of guys like that that could go be with women. I've heard guys say that instead of wasting my time and spending my money on this date, I'd rather just go spend that money on a prostitute. And they're you know, and you said what if I want that disconnect sometimes? There's nothing wrong with that if you want that disconnect. I still think that there's an issue there. You see what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with doing what you want to do. You just have to be honest about what you're doing. You're choosing to be disconnected for whatever reason. And you might want to look into that and see why is it that I don't want to connect with people, because you clearly can connect with people, but why don't you want to? Why are you avoiding it? And you rather go be with an escort. And so, I'm not here to judge nobody. Like always say, to each his own and stuff. What is the issue? I guess the issue would be you avoiding human connection. You know why you're doing that, then fine. Now, if it doesn't really bother you, but I do think that it can sex addiction is one that can take over your life. Everybody's not the same. It could be something that you do for a little while. Maybe you're too busy. Maybe you're in college. Maybe you're real busy at work, and right now you just don't want to have a connection with somebody else because you're not yet to get into a serious relationship, but you do need a bit of a sexual release. So you may, on purpose, avoid human connection, and that's fine. But for a lot of people, um sex addiction can destroy their lives. That's why they have therapy for that. For some people, they go broke. It's just like people that have a shopping addiction or anything else like that. It takes over their life like gambling. These people spend money on websites, OnlyFans. I remember, I don't know if it's still popular, but back when the phone lines was real popular, people would call into these hotlines and all that money, and people were going into debt, losing their jobs. I know a guy, he was really into seeing women. He was a supervisor of mine. And I remember he was talking to us one time about it. Is he lost his wife. He came home one day and they were kicking his stuff out of the apartment, him and his children. He got evicted. And it's from an addiction like this, sex, messing around with women, spending his money on them. So you just have to be careful with stuff like that. Some people, they can handle it. Others cannot. So you might be somebody that can handle it, and that's fine, but a lot of people can't. It's an addiction and it will control your life. And so that's the you know, that's the only way I would see it as an issue. But I was being funny, so I went and I typed into AI. I asked AI. um I asked AI what kind of man could date a woman whose job is in sex work? Okay. And I was just being funny. So I didn't expect it to give me really honestly give me back an answer. But it did. It says, dating a woman in sex work requires a man who possesses a strong sense of empathy, open-mindedness, and emotional resilience. He should be secure in himself and confident in his values, able to handle the societal stigma that often accompanies sex work without projecting judgment or insecurity onto his partner. This man must prioritize communication and trust, fostering an environment where both partners can express their feelings and concerns without fear of criticism. He should also be respectful of her autonomy and choices, understanding that her profession does not define her worth or character. Ultimately, a supportive partner in this context would celebrate her independence while being capable of navigating the complexities of their relationship with honesty and compassion. And I don't know if I agree with none of that, but that's AI for you. What you say, Zoo? What if none of that happens? Is it okay then? I don't think it's an addiction. Can you prove it's an addiction? Well, sex addiction would anything that can be an addiction if you can't stop it, if it consumes you, if it's destroying you, if it's unhealthy, then you can prove it. I would have to look at that person in their life to prove it's an addiction for them. I can't say that just because you was at a point in your life where you didn't want any real human connection, and so you said, hey, I utilize escort services. I couldn't just say that just because you did that you're this person that's addicted, or or you have a sex addiction. I couldn't say that. It would have to be case by case. Some people, like I said, they're at a point in their life where they don't really want a relationship, they're too busy, and they'll go see an escort from time to time. Okay. Um, that's what some people do. Doesn't mean they necessarily have a sex addiction at that point. But I was saying that that behavior can lead to a sexual addiction if it goes unchecked. If you don't realize why you're doing what you're doing. And I've heard people speak about things like that. But that sex addiction doesn't even require an escort all the time. You could be somebody that always has one night stands, right? And that would mean you have impulse control. You meet people, you just have one night stands with them. If you're not careful, you can catch diseases, unwanted pregnancy, things like that. Um, if it goes unchecked, you can get into a relationship and end up being somebody that always um cheats on your partner and stuff. So that's what I mean. So I couldn't just say just because you slept with an escort that you got a sex addiction. It is much more than that. You say, what if none of that happens? Is it okay with them? I I don't know. Some part of me feels like some part of me this is what I can say. Some part of me feels like if you are out there sleeping with somebody that is an escort, there is a part of it that I feel like you're taking advantage of somebody that's in a low place in their life, right? Because some people that do that do it out of necessity, they come from a bad upbringing, and it's kind of like, well, I want sex, and so I'm just gonna sleep with you, use you for this, pay you this money. A part of it still kind of feels like you take it. To me, it just I can't help but feel in some cases, not all the time, but in some cases, I do feel like sometimes it can be like you're taking advantage of somebody. I know they're out there, they're grown, it's their choice to sell their body. But in some situations where you see somebody in that position, I can't help but feel like you kind of taking advantage of somebody in a low spot, in a low point in their life. They don't really want to do it. They don't really want to sleep with you, but they need the money, and you got the money, and you're gonna give it to them and sleep with them. But that's just me how I feel. I feel like sometimes it's still sometimes it's some of these guys that sleep with these women have predatory behavior. I'm not saying that's you or anybody watching this, but some guys are like that. And you know what? I can give you an example. And Zoo says, "Okay, thank you for your opinion. I appreciate it." No problem, brother. Um, one time I was this is a long time ago. This is at least 15 years ago. Um, I was in New Jersey, and I was in New Jersey. I was picking up this load. This is back when I was driving trucks over the road. And I was up in New Jersey. I had went to this yard to pick up a trailer. Now the yard, it was an open yard, and it's a sidewalk and everything. It's right by a street. And I remember it was this young girl. She comes walking by. Now, when I had first got to the yard, there was another truck driver, big, fat, disgusting looking man, right? But I needed his help. It was my first time up there on the yard, and I said, "Hey, do you know which one of these trailers is empty, which is loaded?" They told me to drop this trailer, get another one, and he told me and explained it to me, or whatever. So this young girl, she comes walking down the sidewalk, and she walks up to me, and she's just talking to me and stuff, saying she need help. She's young, pretty girl. Would not think she was out there selling her body, living on the streets, or anything like that. And she asked me about helping her, and she used language suggestive of, "Hey, would I like some company?" And I said no. I gave her a little bit of money. I said, "Hey, do you want some food, some drinks, anything like that?" Right? Um, she ends up going to that guy's truck, and next thing I know, she gets in his truck. The other truck driver that was on the yard, the big, fat, disgusting looking dude, she gets in his truck. Next thing I know, the truck starts rocking. It didn't take that long. Next thing, she gets out his truck, and she walks by me. And when she walks by me, she says, "Thank you." Because I just gave her some money. I didn't want to do anything with her. She was a young girl and needed help walking around on the streets. When she was walking by me, she had a hot pocket and a Gatorade in her hand. Apparently, he gave her a little bit of money, a hot pocket, and some Gatorade. And so that's what I'm saying. Sometimes I feel like there are men out there that are willing to sleep with these girls that are prostituting themselves when they really don't have to. This was a young lady, and I felt like for a hot pocket and some Gatorade, you could have just gave that to the girl. Here, take this $20, this hot pocket. That ain't gonna make or break nobody. If you lose $20 a hot pocket and a Gatorade, and it caused you to move out on the streets, you was gonna be broke and homeless any freaking way. And so that's why I'm saying, like, sometimes the behavior is predatory. And when I was out there over the road, it was plenty of times somebody knock on your door and stuff. Hey, look, I don't want to sleep with you. Here, take this $5, take this $10, go get you something to eat. Because I don't feel a need to have sex with somebody and degrade myself or degrade them for some little bit of money. It don't mean nothing. It ain't gonna make or break the bank. If you got it to give to somebody and you can help somebody, just give it to them and help them. And so sometimes I understand, hey, that person is grown. Maybe they're old enough to make that decision. This is their job. This is what they want to do. But in some cases, it's just downright predatory and you don't have to do it and it does not have to be done. You can simply see somebody that needs help and just help them. Or is it, and this is where the addiction comes in, or is it that important for you to bust a nut? When you see somebody that needs help, they don't really want to do it. They just in a tough spot. You could be the person that just says, hey, like, do this $20, $40 mean anything to me? You could just give it to the person. You could just give them some food. You don't have to sleep with them. And so, and that's just my whole mind frame around it. Now, of course, it's going to be different from like the young lady, the lady we just watched. She's 34 years old. She's dealing with these high-end clients. I understand that might not fit, but that's on her end and her level of escorting. But we all know it's a lower level where it's very predatory. Maybe not on her end because she says she's dealing with these high-end clients, whatever. But that's what I mean by just sometimes I can't help but think that when you're engaging in that type of behavior, depending upon what level you're on, what you're doing, how much, sometimes it's just predatory. That's all I can say. Hopefully the example I gave made it make sense and stuff. How long? Because I wanted to squeeze out one more video. But yeah, that's the show for today. Young lady came onto the Kendra G show. She's not a young lady like that. She's 34 years old, but she came on looking for a boyfriend. And it struck me as kind of odd because I would not think that someone that was in the escort business would be looking for a boyfriend. Guess I'm wrong. And so I just wanted to come on here and talk about it real quick. If you came into the video, whether you're watching it now, SSB28, yo, what's up? What's up, man? This title is wow. Oh yeah, yeah, man. I was watching the Kendra G show. Say, yeah, you came in my recommendations, man. It's the algorithm, dog. It's the algorithm. It's tricky. I was just watching the Kendra G show, where she does a dating show, and then apparently this woman is a sex worker, and she called into the show, and that she was looking for a boyfriend. I was like, man, would anybody really date a sex worker? What kind of guy would date a sex worker? You said first time on your channel. Oh man, shout out. Thank you, bro. Appreciate y'all coming through. He came up with my recommendations too. I have no idea what your channel is about, but you sound straight. Oh man, appreciate you. And my Isaiah said that my perverted had clicked the video. Oh, but you know what? It is crazy. The way I put the title, it would make it seem like I was dating a sex worker. I wasn't dating a sex worker. I was watching Kendra G's Singles Live show. I saw a video pop up, and a sex worker called into her show saying that she would like a boyfriend, and I just thought it was interesting, because I would not think a sex worker needed a boyfriend. You're getting enough attention as is, and what kind of guy are you going to attract doing that type of work? Most guys wouldn't even let you borrow their car, let alone sleep with their woman. So it's just crazy to me that I thought it was you dating a worker. Yeah, nah. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. I ain't secure enough for that. A lot of workers got pimps and all sort of guys backing them. You know what? I was listening to this dude one time, and he said that the relationship between like a pimp and I think the guy, he's from Milwaukee, and he was actually saying that the pimp and his main girl, that's kind of like a husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend um type relationship. So with the sex worker coming on there saying she was looking for a boyfriend, I do wonder, was that code for her saying she wants a guy to operate in that capacity in her life? Isaiah says, it's like eating a bag of chips in church. Everyone looks at you with disgust, but deep down they want some. uh-uh. The girl, she is I don't know. To me, she had on a lot of makeup. That's what she looked like. But I don't know. It's kind of like that. I don't know. She all right. I guess she ain't not particularly my type, but I don't know how she look without the makeup. I mean, she's small. She's small, a small. Where's the Kendra G where she stands up? Where is it at? Oh my God. Intro, interview, and trying to find out where she's small. She ain't like fat or anything like that. But I don't know. That's what she looked like. Yeah. She not she not bad looking or anything like that, but I would just think most guys would be more I would think that most guys would be too jealous and stuff, man. But yeah. But I appreciate everybody that came through. I'm about to end this live. I'll probably jump back on in a little bit. I'm a bit of a night owl, but I still gotta go get my coffee. Shout out I am Calypso, Zoo, SSB 28, Isaiah. Man, I hope to see y'all again, man. If y'all do like the content, feel free to subscribe. You can smash the like button. I don't have no cash app or anything like that. I don't ever come in here and ask for no money at all. Oh, what's up, man? You said sorry, just came back. Oh yeah, yeah. Is that a white woman who's looking is that white woman who's looking for a boyfriend? Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, that's what she looked like. But yeah, I was saying I'm about to end this live. Well, not probably. I am going to come back on. I'm just gonna go make some coffee and end this live so it doesn't run too long, and then just make a yeah, that's a white woman, sex worker. She's in Canada though. Yeah, she's in Canada. But yeah, I'm gonna end this live, make a thumbnail, then I'll be back with another video. I'll make me some coffee because I'm not about to go to sleep no time soon. All right. Let me end this. I'ma holler at y'all. Appreciate y'all coming through.
Risky behavior.